who's as adamant about his or her position as I am about mine, whom you think is sharp. Seriously, we know that. And another thing, we heard him say that...
Hey Eldorados, Larry Elder here, and welcome to another edition of And Another Thing. This is episode number 24. I want to thank all the Eldorados for joining us. Go to LarryElder.com, sign up, you become an Eldorado. I'll give you a free copy of my award-winning feature-length documentary. It's a pro-Second Amendment documentary called Michael and Me. Just go to LarryElder.com. Now to the And Another Thing rant. Couple things. First of all, let's talk Benghazi. As you well know, on September the 11th last year, 4 Americans were killed, including the first United States ambassador to be killed in 30 years, Craig Stevens. And initially we were told that what happened is the compound was stormed because people were pissed off because of a anti-Muslim movie that was made out here. And that's what sparked this spontaneous eruption. Nobody had any idea this was going to happen. Moreover, it's our fault for needlessly provoking the sensibilities of these poor, otherwise peace-loving people over there. That's a story that we heard not only from Susan Rice, who famously said that on 5 different talk shows that following Sunday, but also President Obama said it, and Hillary Rodham Clinton said it, and it was said at the funeral ceremony for the people that were killed. It was reiterated for a very long period of time. Just yesterday, winding down the 2 unpaid-for irresponsible wars that George W. Bush launches into, I'm being sarcastic there, that's the narrative that they wanted. And then it was about CYA. Why weren't the security requests listened to? Why weren't they heeded? What was the situation on the ground? And why was Craig Stevens even there? One of the things that John Bolton and I are talking about, the United Nations ambassador, who I'm going to talk to today, is why was Craig Stevens there in the first place? My understanding is Craig Stevens was there because Hillary wanted this to be a permanent compound to show how swell things are between us and the Libyans. After all, we joined with the French and with the British to bomb Libya and to topple Gaddafi. So supposedly the Libyans are really happy with us. And after all, why can't we have a compound there permanently? So that's why Craig Stevens was apparently there, sent to a very dangerous area in the first place. And so all of this goes back to the narrative. Al-Qaeda's on the run. They aren't on the run. Oh, don't we look bad? Don't we look irresponsible? Don't we look like we were not adhering to our responsibilities as stewards of our national security? That's the narrative they didn't want. That's why I believe this has all been done. And I think that Hillary Rodham Clinton gracefully exited her escape from the Department of State just in time to clean herself up, have this recede in the minds of just right-wing people like Larry Elder and Fox News, and when it's brought up when she runs in 2016, oh, that's old news, it's been investigated. And by the way, it was investigated. So was George W. Bush's allegation against him that he lied us into the war, that he cherry-picked. There have been 2 investigations regarding that, the Senate bipartisan investigation and the Rob Silverman investigation. Now, real quickly on the gentleman who was the hero in the case of the 3 missing women in Cleveland. His name is Charles Ramsey. He happens to be a black guy. I only mention that because near the end of an interview that he gave with a local reporter, he said something like, "I knew something was wrong when a pretty little white girl runs into the arms of a black man. Dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway." And very quickly the reporter turned away. Now, why did the reporter turn away? If that had been a white neighbor who said, you know, when a pretty little white girl runs into the arms of a black man, referring to somebody else, dead giveaway, dead giveaway, dead giveaway. Do you think they would have cut that out? They wouldn't have. Why? Because it... Yolanda from Barstow, California. Larry, do you think behind the scenes that Barack Obama laughs his head off knowing that he has the major news media networks fully on his side? I don't know that he goes, ha 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 ha. I don't know that he does that. But I don't know how you can't feel good that the news media are on your side. I understand that their network of choice in the White House is MSNB Hee Haw. That's what I call MSNB Hee Haw. By the way, guess whose network of choice was also MSNB Hee Haw? Osama bin Laden. That's right. When they invaded his compound, they found notes, and the notes show that of the American networks, that was the one that he liked the most. What does that tell you?
I hope you enjoyed this small excerpt. If you want to see the full video, got to be in Eldorado. Go to my website, LarryElder.com, log in, fill out the form. It'll cost you about $4.75 a month, or about the price of a mocha frappuccino latte at your favorite coffee house. As you can tell, I don't like coffee. I'm a tea drinker. See you next time.